Hello there, Libra. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your full moon in Cancer reading for December 2020. I hope you guys have been doing great. This reading will be all about our full moon of the month, which wraps up 2020. That's going to be on December 29th at 10:28 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the sign of sensitive, home-loving Cancer. Our last full moon cycle was in Gemini, so we are going to be talking about what came through with that month and that energy, where we're sitting at right now presently, and where we're going in the future. So Libra, do keep in mind these are all general readings. They're not going to resonate with every single Libra out there, so take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. This is mostly going to correspond to Libra Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs. And of course, all our Libra cross-watchers are welcome to join in as well. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information on the card decks that I use in my sessions, or would like to leave a donation to the channel, all those links and information are down below in the description box. And I hope you will also reach out there, hit that subscribe button, and join the Dragon family. So let's go ahead and get into it, Libra. I'm going to be using a couple of lunar-based oracle decks as well as the tarot to look a little deeper into the messages and elements and themes that are going to be coming through for you with this Cancer full moon. And we will also, of course, talk about the astrology as we go throughout this reading. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please be with our beautiful Libras as we do their full moon in Cancer reading for December 2020. Please bring through any messages or energies that they need to be made aware of. Please help me to speak those with clarity and accuracy. Thank you so much for all of your help and guidance. These are nice. These are really nice. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this last cycle, I almost called you Gemini because I'm thinking about that Gemini full moon that we went through, and this is what this is about. So this last lunar cycle, and those lunar cycles, keep in mind, last between about 28 to 30 days from full moon to full moon. So what you were really working through over this last cycle was this new moon in Scorpio energy, working through your fears. I think a lot of things really came to a conclusion, came to a full, completion, because we did have Saturn and Jupiter just move out of Capricorn into the sign of Aquarius. That's a very, very positive movement forward for you. And so this is really getting into releasing a lot of old energies, a lot of deeply held emotional and psychological elements and issues, which is the realm of Scorpio. And I think that you've been able to verbalize that better, to identify it easier over this last month cycle, Libra. So it is incredibly healing. Even if it's been difficult and super challenging, it is also an incredibly healing cycle for you of release and recovery. And yes, look at that, clarifying that Scorpio moon energy is the fruition card, that harvest moon. So that is a full cycle. Some of this stuff that was really, really intense and very challenging could have really come to a cycle or a head, not a cycle, but a conclusion, in September, October. That's when our harvest moon traditionally is. So right around kind of your birth month, really, kind of right around Libra season was when, you've had a lot of that initiate, but now a lot of that's coming full circle. A lot of it's closing. A lot of old cycles are shifting and closing out for you, Libra. That is absolutely true. So in the present energy of our full moon in Cancer, look at this. We have the new moon in Capricorn card coming through. Your hard work is paying off. Look at that. I'm telling you. So Libra, you go from working through your fears to saying your hard work is paying off. So my feeling is anything that you've been doing around recovery, around getting through some old, challenging cycles, that's very, very positive for you. The other thing that's really awesome about this Capricorn card coming through is that, for my Libras, the house that full moon in Cancer is going to be lighting up on the universal level is the 10th house of Capricorn. So I would say that many of you could also be having a lot of intuitions, a lot of subconscious energy coming up and surfacing about about your career, about your higher ambition, you know, personal goals, etc. You may be, you know, really mulling over whether to change a job, keep a job, take a new offer, etc., because that's what's very highlighted. Also, if you are a Libra rising, that will be in your personal chart as well, right? That full moon in Cancer will be in your personal 10th house if you're a Libra rising sign. So let's get into a clarifier for this. I love seeing it though, because anytime we get some of that energy, it tells me that you've been putting in a lot of effort, Libra, and a lot of this is going to start making sense. Yes, look at that. That's our clarifier, is realization with this waxing crescent. So to me, it is, look at that, like I said, going to another portal, old doors closing, new doors opening, and notice that the shape of the door looks like a giant keyhole, right? It's all about turning the lock, opening up a new level of awareness. I really do feel you stepping up to another cycle of life so strongly on all levels, Libra. And so over the next 28 to 38 days, as that full moon, you know, cycle, that energy of the Cancer full moon works itself out, this is what it's bringing through, is that full moon in Gemini. So it's very interesting because our last full moon cycle was the full moon in Gemini. So I feel like in a strange roundabout way, the things that started over a month ago, and it could be even going back to September and October for some of y'all, but to me, this is really tying those loose ends up. It's like, oh, okay, so there were things that got initiated back then over the last, you know, month to several months, and the answers you need are coming, right? So it's like the things that you need to know, the things that you've been really asking the universe, feeling very strongly, like, please show me this, please tell me this, I need to know this. This is really coming over this next 28 to 30-day cycle, right, with that full moon in Cancer. So, and it may be answers to questions that you had been asking, you know, over this last 1 to 3 months. So let's get a clarifier on that as well. Look at that. Yes, protection is coming in for you. The waning crescent, letting things go, letting things be released, and remembering that the universe is watching over you, that you are being guided, guarded, protected. Don't ever hesitate, Libra, to reach out to your guardians, your angels, your past on loved ones and ancestors, and ask them for that extra level of protection. They will answer you. They will respond, because that Gemini energy is all about communication back and forth. So let's get some tarot on this and deepen these messages up on these lunar cycles for you. I really, really love this reading here. So in the past position, this is the energy that we have on top of the Scorpio energy, working through those spheres, coming to the completion of that, and the Four of Swords. So yes, there has been a lot of healing work, a lot of recovery, a lot of downtime. Some of my Libras, y'all have been, maybe taking extra naps, extra rest, extra time out to meditate and recover. That's what the Four of Swords is all about. And that is your own energy. It's their energy. So you've really needed time to just rest your mind, be at peace, turn within and do that inner healing work. It's been very important for you. Yeah, look at this. We got 7 of Wands on this reading. Oh my goodness. So, this is all about getting into that energy of like, I don't always have to be, in a position of defensiveness. I don't always have to be fighting something off, and really learning when to pick your battles, Libra, because you are that sign of balance and you are a sign of peace and diplomacy. But, Libra energy, that image, she holds the scales in one hand, she holds a sword in the other. And so sometimes it's used diplomacy, but sometimes Libra will definitely go into battle. 7 of Wands is about really standing your ground and feeling very right in your position, feeling like you have the higher ground. And it's interesting that that came up because you have it again. you have it again. Seven of Swords over the present energy of that Cancer full moon. So to me, it is pick your battles wisely, Libra. You don't have to fight every single battle that comes your way, right? Sometimes you may feel attacked with this energy as well. And I think that you're going to another place where it's like you no longer want to be in that energy, where you feel like you just got to constantly be, deflecting all these different argumentative people or all these different conflicts. And you may be really tired of it too. Like, with that Four of Swords with the Seven of Wands, you may just be really, really tired of it. And I'm only pulling 6 tarot cards on this. So the fact that that card came up twice is really, really, showing a lot there. Queen of Wands. Yes. So to me, a best way to kind of work through this energy or clear it out is really to be seated in your power. Be in a place of generosity, warm-heartedness, openness. This is Leo energy, right? Creativity, fun, right? A lot of fun comes along with Leo. So many times using your humor is a really powerful way to deflect some of this negative energy. But Libra, definitely be mindful of what you engage in, how much of your energy you give to it, because you don't have to fight off everything, right? A big thing that I always point out with the Seven of Wands is that the wands are sitting there, and it almost feels like this is a bunch of people coming to fight you, but those wands could just be stuck in the ground. There might not be anything behind them. That's why I say be careful and pick your battles wisely, because not all of them are worth fighting. Not all of them are even really that important. So just be mindful of that. In the outcome cards, here we go. We have got our Hermit. This is the next 30-day cycle coming out of that full moon. And the Hermit, again, is a very strong card of healing. It is Virgo energy. So it is about the well-being of the mind, of the spirit, of the body, and following your personal truth. I see a lot of connection here, Libra, between this Four of Swords and that Hermit, because they are both kind of meditative, very inward looking, taking a little break out from, the world and the social circle and the social dramas of life, and really focusing on your inner truth and what is guiding you home, really guiding you to where you want to be. This can also be searching for those answers that you're seeking, and that's how you do it, by getting some quiet time to yourself. But look at this World card. Like I said in the beginning, there's a lot of cycles coming to an end, coming to a positive conclusion for you, Libra. And with the World, that is a Saturn energy. Saturn, like I said, just went into Aquarius. It's going from a square energy that's very challenging for you, going to a trine, which is very positive and free-flowing. So I do feel like whatever conclusions are reached and that come around for you during this time, they're very positive and they feel good. It feels like, oh, finally. Like I said, one door closing, another door opening, and that's the World card. Absolutely. So let's get into an affirmation for you, Libra. Look at this. We can't get more clear. Fruition is your key word. Rest assured your dreams and visions will come to fruition. Things are going to be completed, Libra. I feel like some old cycles are really coming full circle. You're letting go of a lot of old dramas, a lot of old conflicts, things that have just kept you bound up. You're getting a lot clearer in where you want to go next. Absolutely. So take some time for meditation, clarity, and some inward focus for this full moon. And I hope it is absolutely amazing for you. I will be seeing you again very soon. Take care.